Attention off-road enthusiasts. Are you ready to tackle 2025's rugged terrains in style and power? Welcome to our rundown of the 12 best 4x4 SUVs for 2025. From trailblazing legends to cutting-edge newcomers, these vehicles bring the perfect mix of strength, durability, and advanced tech to dominate any adventure. Whether you're navigating rocky mountain trails, sandy deserts, or snowy landscapes, we've got you covered. Stick around to find your ultimate off-road companion. So, this is Parth, and you are watching MotorNation. Coming on the 12th spot is the most loved car, or the mafia car, the 2025 Mercedes-Benz G-Class. The Mercedes-Benz G-Class, often simply referred to as G-Wagon, which is short for Geländewagen, is one of the most iconic SUVs on the planet. Due to the high price tag and propensity to land in celebrity driveways, many don't consider the G to be a true off-roader. However, originating as a military vehicle at the behest of the King of Iran, Mohammad Reza Shah, who at the time was a significant stakeholder in Mercedes, the original G-Wagon was a rough and very capable off-road vehicle. It wasn't until 1979 that Mercedes began producing these SUVs for the public, and it wasn't until 2002 that the G-Class would come to the United States. Even today, the ultra-luxurious Mercedes-AMG G63 comes standard with front, rear, and center locking differentials. Refreshed for 2025, the Mercedes G550 will be offered with a 3.0-liter mild hybrid electrically supercharged and turbocharged inline-six. This new engine provides 442 horsepower, 26 more than the old 4.0-liter V8, and 413 pound-feet of torque. The new engine produces its peak torque across a wider rev range, from 1,950 RPM to 5,500 RPM, which proves invaluable when traversing rough terrain. The 2025 Mercedes-AMG G63 still comes fit with the company's legendary M177 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. This engine offers 577 horsepower and 627 lb-ft of torque. The big story, however, is the addition of a 48-volt mild hybrid system with an integrated starter generator, just like the 3.0-liter. As with the G550, the electrification adds up to 20 horsepower and 148 lb-ft of torque on demand. Although this additional torque doesn't increase peak output, it does work to add muscle on the lower end of the curve by filling in where needed. Taking the 11th spot is 2025 Lexus LX 600. Newly redesigned for 2022, the Lexus LX 600 is basically the equivalent of Toyota's latest generation Land Cruiser 300 series. Also a great choice, but one that's not available in the US, yet with a Lexus badge. Given that it's more than $90,000 to start, you probably won't find too many of its twins on the trail, which is a bonus if you're looking for something unique to explore the backcountry. The big full-size luxury Lexus LX SUV is powered by a 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6 that makes 409 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. It has a locking center differential, torsion rear limited-slip differential, 2-speed transfer case, rear anti-roll bar, downhill assist control, active height control hydraulic suspension for additional ground clearance, crawl control, and a bunch of terrain modes. Not to mention 19.3 inches of dual infotainment and climate control screens. So it's fancy, all right, but it's also extremely capable. For 2025, Lexus has embraced the off-road crowd by adding a new overtrail trim. Astonishingly, Lexus has added for the first time both front and rear electronic locking differentials to the LX. It also receives new 33-inch all-terrain tires wrapped around 18-inch wheels, along with a front skid plate, dark fender flares, and all-weather floor mats. A new appearance package blends interior and exterior styling with the LX Overtrail's rugged attitude. The LX Overtrail also comes fitted with multi-terrain select, crawl control, downhill assist control, and all the other electronic goodies we've come to expect. Next up on the 10th position is the 2025 Lexus GX 550. Now, for its third generation, Lexus delivers an off-road ready GX right from the dealership floor, in the shape of the Lexus GX 550 Overtrail and Overtrail Plus. These rough and rugged vehicles come fit with an electronic locking rear differential, multi-terrain select, crawl control, and adaptive variable suspension. Now found exclusively on the GX 550 Overtrail models is the company's electronic kinetic dynamic suspension system, EKDSS. When used on the trail, this system can automatically detach and reattach the front and rear anti-sway bars for improved articulation. Large 33-inch all-terrain tires on 18-inch wheels are also fitted on Overtrail models and are the largest tire ever on the Lexus GX. Coming up on the 9th spot is the 2025 Land Rover Defender. The Land Rover Defender was recently resurrected in an all-new form and has sophisticated off-road electronics, including Land Rover's Terrain Response 2 system that changes the throttle response, steering, stability control, four-wheel drive, differential, and air suspension systems according to trail conditions. The Defender also has auto-locking center and rear differentials, a permanent four-wheel drive system, and breakover and departure angles that best those of even the Wrangler Rubicon. The Defender is available in 3 sizes: the 2-door Defender 90, 4-door Defender 110, and extended-length Defender 130. In addition to the base 2.0-liter inline-4 engine and standard 3.0-liter inline-6, the company has finally added the powerful 518-horsepower supercharged 5.0-liter V8 to the lineup. This Land Rover 4x4 may look upscale, but it can get down and dirty with the best off-road vehicles on the market. Taking the 8th spot is the 2025 Jeep Wrangler. If rock crawling is what you want to do with your life, then you're going to need to get yourself a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, which is one of the most capable 4x4 off-road SUV on the planet. The Wrangler itself is one of our #1 choice for off-road SUVs. The 2025 Wrangler Rubicon is the quintessential vehicle for conquering technical rocks, slop, mud, and ruts that would tear apart most other vehicles. It has a rock-track transfer case with a 4.0-to-1 low-range ratio, Dana 44s, True-Lock locking front and rear differentials, and an electronic disconnect front anti-roll bar. The Wrangler Rubicon comes with a pair of great powertrain options, including the electrified 4xe plug-in hybrid. Looking to take the Rubicon experience up a notch? Jeep now offers the Rubicon X models that offer 35-inch tires, integrated off-road cameras, steel bumpers, and an available 8,000-pound Warn winch from the factory. A Dana 44 HD full-floating rear axle is also available for those looking to add even larger tires. And a Jeep Performance Parts 2-inch lift kit with Bilstein remote reservoir dampers is available. The fire-breathing 6.4-liter V8 Wrangler 392 was set to be discontinued in 2024 after the final edition. However, due to popular demand, Jeep has prolonged the Wrangler 392's existence into the 2025 model year. Moving on to the 7th place, it is taken by the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeep's two-row Grand Cherokee SUV has been a staple among the off-road SUV crowd since its introduction back in 1993. Among the 5th-generation Grand Cherokee bunch, the Grand Cherokee Trailhawk is the most capable. Now powered exclusively by the company's 4xe plug-in hybrid 2.0-liter turbocharged engine, the Grand Cherokee Trailhawk boasts 470 lb-ft of torque and a 56 mpg EPA rating to boot. All Trailhawk-spec Grand Cherokees feature the company's Quadra-Track 2 four-wheel drive system with a 2.72-to-1 low range and a 47.4-to-1 crawl ratio. Its rear electronic limited-slip differential can transfer 100% of torque to the wheel with the most traction, and every Trailhawk has a class-exclusive front electronic disconnecting anti-roll bar for improved articulation. Jeep's Quadra-Lift four-corner air suspension is also standard. Next up on the 6th place is the 2025 GMC Yukon. If you're in the market for an upscale, 3-row SUV from GM and the Tahoe doesn't quite cut the mustard, then look no further than GMC's Yukon and Yukon XL F4. Chevy positions its Tahoe as a mid-level trim, but the GMC at 4 is on par with the company's Denali luxury trim. And now, for 2025, there's a new Yukon at 4 Ultimate. For 2025, the exterior gains new and more unique styling, along with new 20-inch wheels and all-terrain tires. The interior is markedly upscale, with the at4 Ultimate receiving the luxurious Obsidian Rush full-grain leather seating in all 3 rows, along with a leather-trimmed steering wheel and Ashboro wood accents. Mechanical bits are shared among the GM cousins, but the Yukon at4 Ultimate comes fitted standard with magnetic ride control dampers, 4-corner air suspension, and an electronic limited-slip rear differential. Coming on the 5th position is the 2025 GMC Hummer EV SUV. It should surprise no one that a vehicle bearing the Hummer name would come with a rugged off-road pedigree. Following the successful launch of the 2023 GMC Hummer EV, GMC dropped an SUV version for 2024. Fitted with an electronic locking front and virtual locking rear differential, steel rock rails, rugged skid plates, and 35-inch tires, with room for 37s. The battery electric Hummer EV SUV can venture deep into the backcountry. Thanks to its innovative rear steering system, the Hummer EV SUV can navigate tight and windy trails that otherwise would be impossible for a vehicle of its stature. Its wheelbase and rear overhang are shorter than the larger Hummer EV pickups, providing a departure angle that rivals that of the Wrangler Rubicon. Edition 1 and EV3X models pack a potent 840 horsepower and will rip from 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds. Taking the 4th spot is the 2025 Ford Expedition. We'd be lying if we didn't say we've been waiting a long time for Ford to drop an Expedition Raptor on us. While we're still waiting impatiently, Ford appears to be headed in the right direction. In 2022, Ford introduced the Expedition Timberline, which came fit with the underbody skid plates from the F-150 Raptor, along with the truck's unique front bash guard and side-stepped roost deflectors. The rugged family hauler also received 33-inch all-terrain tires, an electronic locking rear differential, Ford's innovative Trail Turn Assist, and Trail 1 pedal drive. It was powered by the same high-output 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 as Raptor, though with just 440 horsepower instead of 450. For 2025, the Expedition Timberline becomes Tremor, which is more aligned with the F-Series, Ranger, and Maverick Tremor models, while retaining the same impressive hardware. The 2025 Expedition Tremor also receives a new grille with a large Cheshire Cat grin and integrated LED off-road lights. Next up on the 3rd position is the 2025 Ford Bronco Raptor. The most capable off-road Bronco is the highly anticipated Bronco Raptor. With 4 doors, a removable hardtop, 37-inch tires, 3.1-inch Fox live valve internal bypass dampers, massive wheel travel, 13 inches front and 14 rear, and a 418 horsepower 3.0-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6. The Bronco Raptor is one of the most capable off-road SUVs ever produced. Why isn't there a V8 in the Bronco Raptor? Ford says it won't fit under the Bronco's hood. 8-cylinder engines have powered the F-150 Raptor, including the current monstrous F-150 Raptor R, but the Bronco Raptor makes do with a V6. Its a 3.0-liter EcoBoost is connected to a 10-speed automatic transmission and is good for a 6.8-second 0 to 60 miles per hour time in testing. Taking the 2nd spot is the younger brother of the Bronco Raptor, which is the 2025 Ford Bronco itself. Ford's answer to the Jeep Wrangler is the Ford Bronco, which was designed from the outset to be a rugged and capable off-roader. The Bronco brings with it a host of standard and available off-road goodies, including 2-speed electronic transfer case options, electronic front and rear locking differentials, a hydraulic anti-roll bar disconnect, and an aggressive, heavy-duty suspension. There are also various tire options, significant underbody protection, side rock rails, steel bumpers, cool off-road driving modes, and more. Bronco can be had in either 2- or 4-door configurations, with a soft top or removable hardtop, and in a daunting 9 distinct trims. The Bronco Wildtrak offers 35-inch tires from the factory, while the Everglades sports steel bumpers and a worn recovery winch. A 7-speed manual transmission with a crawler gear can be optioned behind the 2.3-liter engine. And the Sasquatch package brings even more off-road ability to the already wildly capable Bronco. And for 2025, Ford is bringing an ever more fantastically retro vibe to Bronco with a new freewheeling package. And finally, coming on to the first spot is the 2025 Chevy Tahoe and Suburban. When Chevrolet introduced its all-new Chevy Tahoe and Suburban SUVs for the 2021 model year, the automaker added a rugged off-road Z71 model to the lineup. The combination of a new independent rear suspension, magnetic ride control dampers, 4-corner air suspension, and large 33-inch Goodyear all-terrain tires made for a compelling 3-row off-roader. In addition, Chevy has outfitted its Z71 SUVs with a high-clearance front bumper, skid plates, off-road drive modes such as terrain mode, and an electronic limited-slip rear differential. Originally offered with just the 5.3-liter V8 engine, the Tahoe and Chevy Suburban Z71 received the 420-horsepower 6.2-liter V8 in 2023, and now for 2025 the second-generation 3.0-liter Duramax Diesel i6. Other improvements include an updated front fascia and large 17.7-inch infotainment screen. Sadly, the Z71 trim will be the only one for 2025 without the option of adding GM's Super Cruise hands-free driving system. Well, there you have it, our list of the 12 best 4x4 SUVs for 2025. Whether you're hitting the trails or cruising through the city, these rugged SUVs offer the perfect balance of capability, comfort, and tech. But the question is, which one will you take on your next adventure? So, this is Parth signing off. Do let me know your thoughts and choice in the comments below. If you loved our content, do give it a thumbs up. And in the end, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any of our great content.